When you're walking down the street and you see that hottie, that woman who catches your eye, what do you do? I'm Larissa Alankar. I'm a conquest specialist and an expert in making you a confident man who knows how to position himself and win over that hottie you want. What do you do when you notice, you look at her and you see that she noticed that you looked at her and she looks at you? I know you, and then, I know you look away. You look at her, she realizes that you were there looking at her, and then you get scared, right? My God, what will that woman think? And you look away. What I need to tell you today is that you're doing it wrong. This is exactly what you shouldn't do. When you're on the street and you see that hottie who makes you feel that way and she looks back at you, what you need to do is keep looking at her until she looks away. Why? Because practically no man does that. When a man is caught by a woman's gaze, the woman sees that he was looking at her. Most men feel automatically inhibited. And they look away without even realizing that they are doing so. It's that fear, right? They look away. When you need to do exactly the opposite. Because when you keep looking at the woman, she looks at you, sees that you were looking at her and you keep looking at her, you keep looking at her, as if you were not afraid of her, you are not afraid of her gaze. You know the man that you are confident in the man that you are and you keep looking at her. Because you will convey an image of such deep self-confidence, this will generate a slight sexual tension in her. You keep looking at her and I will explain how. You will keep your face slightly raised, okay? So, like this, if you are looking at her. You won't just stand there looking at her, no, you'll keep your face slightly raised, a little bit higher, a little bit, above 90 degrees and your eyes slightly lowered, which is a confident posture. Then you'll keep looking at her like this. How am I doing it? It's funny, right? And you keep looking at her with your face slightly raised and your eyes slightly lowered like this, until she looks away. She'll be like, my God, what kind of man is this? What kind of man is this who doesn't look away? He keeps looking at me. And if she looks at you again the second and third time, if she looks at you 3 times, it's a sign, it's an indication of interest. So if that happens, go up to her with a nice chat, and there's a good chance she's very interested in you. And I have an extra tip for you. When you're walking down the street, anywhere, you need to keep your shoulders there, okay? That rib cage of yours, you need to keep it puffed out. And straight. You need to keep your back straight and stick this out. Why? Because this is also the posture of a self-confident man. It's different from a man who walks with his head down, right? Like he's a poor thing, no. A self-confident man walks with this here, with his face slightly raised. Just the fact that you walk like this will increase your chances of being noticed. Now, Larissa, I tried to do this, but the woman didn't even notice that I was looking. She was distracted. Or maybe she noticed that I was looking and didn't look back. What do I do? What do I do? And luckily for you, you have me. I'm going to record a video teaching you how to cold approach a woman. And what is a cold approach? It's an approach where you haven't had any initial contact, she hasn't even looked at you, she doesn't even know you exist. And I'm going to teach you how to approach a woman, in a cafe, in a bookstore, in the middle of the street, in the middle of the avenue. I'm going to teach you how to do this, what you should say to successfully approach a hottie like this. And if you liked this video, leave a like so I know that this content added value to your life. Comment below about the situations you've been in when flirting with a woman. And the results you got by applying this tip that I told you about in this video. Also click on the little red button below to subscribe. And also press the bell so you always know when there's a new video. So you'll receive notifications when I come here to reveal the secrets to seducing and winning over a woman. Big kiss, until next time.